on men's doubles semi-final. And the Indonesians already introduced to the crowd. TonyGunawan and HalimHaryanto. And they're up against the Malaysian combination of ChewChoonEng and ChanChongMing. Well, the Indonesians, seeded 5 here at the World Championships, are of course the All England champions, won that title in Birmingham in March earlier this year. Well, very interesting combination, this Indonesian pair. They played together back in 1998. They won 2 titles, the Malaysian Open and the Brunei Open. They finished the year ranked number 3 in the world, and in fact were runners-up in the Grand Prix finals. Then, of course, Sigit Budiarto was off the world scene, having failed a drug test, and therefore Chandrawajaya teamed up with TonyGunawan. They played together and won 10 titles, including the All England Championships, the Grand Prix finals, and last year, of course, the Olympic Games. So TonyGunawan has reformed his partnership now with HalimHaryanto, and what a successful combination this proved to be. Looking at their route through to this semi-final stage, there's the Olympic champion, TonyGunawan, the 26-year-old from Surabaya. Now in the third round, they beat the number 13 seeds Lu Yong and Chen Qikui of China. 2 straight games, and then in the quarterfinal beat the Olympic silver medalist, number 14 seeds Yu Yong-sung and Lee Dong-soo. Incidentally, those Koreans were runners-up in these World Championships 2 years ago. But the only problems the Indonesians have really had so far was in the second round against an English combination, Darren. I know you watched that game, and really the young English boys did exceedingly well.
That's right, Jill. It was Graham Hull and James Anderson, and they come out in the first set, and you know they played fantastic. Really, you know they didn't hold back. They wasn't nervous. Basically, they gave it their all, and I think it was a surprise to everyone that they took the first set off the Indonesian pair.
Well, I know there was great excitement amongst the English camp with that result, and good to see 2 young English lads coming up into World Badminton. Now their opponents for this semi-final encounter, ChewChoonEng and ChanChongMing. ChanChongMing is the left-hander. We can see in the background there ChewChoonEng, and he's 25 years of age. Not a very tall man, 5'8", 1m72, and his partner is even shorter, 5'7.5". Still looking at ChewChoonEng. Now let me tell you about their path through the semi-final stage. They had to play Kunakorn and Patupol of Thailand in the third round. They went the full distance there, winning 15-8 into the side. And remember, the Thai pair had put out the number 10 seeds, Ian Sullivan and Anthony Clark, in the previous round. And then in the quarter-final, they beat the number 4 seeds from Denmark. Oka Anderson, the umpire for this match, he's from Sweden. And in that quarter-final I was just mentioning, against number 4 seeds Martin Lundgaard Hansen and Lars Porska. Well, 15-13, 15-2. And when you think that the Danes were 12-9 up in the first game, and then in the rest of the match only won 3 more points, it shows the sort of form that the Malaysians hit in that quarter-final match. This the first ever meeting between these two pairs.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, HalimHaryanto, TonyGunawan of Indonesia. On my left, ChanChongMing ChewChoonEng of Malaysia. TonyGunawan serves to ChanChongMing double play.
The Olympic men's doubles champion gets this semi-final underway.
Service over. Double.
And Darren, although these two pairs, their seeding is exceedingly close. The Indonesians seeded 5, the Malaysians seeded 6 in these championships. You have to favour the Indonesians, all England champions. They've got more experience.
Yes, Jill, you know, the experience between the two of them, they are the pair on form, as you say. They just won the All England Championships. So I'm really looking forward to watching, seeing that perform in the semi-finals. You know, they'll be hoping to put their experience, put the pressure on the Malaysians early on in the match.
Well, totally mistiming the smash, breaking the strings of his racket, I believe, in the process. ChewChoonEng wanting to try out the new racket. It's very much a courtesy amongst the players. Not required to allow your opponent to do that.
Well, it's a good start from the Malaysian pair, and they've come out, you know, all out attack at the beginning. Indonesians, you know, made a couple of unfull stirs, as you see from Gunawan there, you know, quite happy to lift it. I think they've, you know, just got to not underestimate these Malaysians at all.
Two Malaysian pairs in the semi-finals.
Service over.
Their teammates Lee Wan Wah and Chin Tan Pu in action later on our centre court here.
Love 4. Love 4, second serve. One, 4, second serve.
Goodness me, HalimHaryanto was so fast onto the net after he'd served.
Service over. 4-1.
Of course, Darren, an awful lot of pressure on the Indonesians because, like myself, everybody's expected them to win.
Yes, they are, Jill. You know, when you think about this tournament, everyone's sort of mentioning Gunawan and Halim and how they've been playing, you know, and they're going to win it. But, you know, it's a semi-final stage. The Malaysians are extremely good pair, otherwise they wouldn't be there. You know, you look at their half through, you know, they've been playing well, so, you know, and there's not as much pressure on them. So they're out there, they're relaxed, they've got nothing to lose.
And of course, the Malaysian team have had the help since they've employed Park Ju-bong, the former Korean world champion, twice in men's doubles, 3 times in mixed doubles, and former Olympic champion, of course. He's now employed as a coach to the Malaysian doubles players, and it's quite obvious he's made a difference.
Absolutely, Joe. I mean, you've got two pairs in the semi-finals of the World Championships. You know, and I'm sure he'll be telling them the do's and don'ts, you know, using all his experience, how to deal with this situation, and so, you know, it helped tremendously.
Oh, that's clever. And I think that's what we've got to look for. TonyGunawan is the master tactician.
Absolutely, Joe. There's many a game where it's been close, and all of a sudden you've seen Gunawan up by, you know, a couple of gears, and really taking the game by the scruff of the net and changed it round. He's so capable of doing that.
Service on. Service over. 2-5.
Chen Pu of China, the service judge for this match, calling the fault.
Two, five.
Well, a clash of rackets from the Malaysians. Both going for the one down the centre. More difficult for a left and a right-hander, the one down the middle of the court?
I think it is when they're both side by side. It's at that height. They're probably not used to getting them at that height down the middle, and I don't think either of them called for it either. So I think, you know, slight misunderstanding there. I don't think we'll see it much though, because obviously they normally know exactly where each other are.
Should one of them have called, made a decision? Is mine?
Yeah, exactly. You need to hear that. The other one would then stop swinging, and he'll be all right.
4, 5.
Beginning to get on the attack and play aggressive badminton. ChanChongMing and Haryanto.
I think at the start they was just a little bit relaxed for my liking, but you can see that they've already upped the tempo of the game.
And back on level terms. 5-all.
Service over.
TonyGunawan slightly hesitant there. Thought perhaps his partner was going to take the defensive shot.
Yeah, I mean, it was a super angle from Chan, you know, very much power there, straight down the middle. And for once we see the Indonesian pair in a little bit of hesitation.
Going for a very extravagant shot.
5.
Good judgment by Halim, he could have hit it.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, there was a lot of talk of the Indonesian success at the Olympic Games with TonyGunawan winning that gold medal with Chandra Wijaya. But why on earth was the partnership split up? We're just going back to that point, Darren. Watching these two Indonesians play this week, it's quite obvious they are a class act themselves, and we've done a bit of investigating and discovered that in fact these two players are great friends and want to play together.
Yes, that's right, Joe. I mean, you know, obviously these have won the All England together. But the funny thing is that in the team event, Jill, that it's actually Gunawan and Wijaya that did partner each other in the team event. So perhaps still the Indonesian Association and coaches still perhaps think that maybe they might be the top there. But as you say, these two are great friends. You know, they are a formidable pair anyway.
Yes, in fact they played 3 times together in that team competition with Wijaya and Gunawan. Won all 3 of their matches. Oh, that's superb. Such a small backswing of the racket. Flicked it across court with such power.
7-6. Service over. 6-7.
I just sense, Darren, that in the Indonesians cut out some of these unforced errors like that defensive shot from Gunawan, that they'd really take a grip of this match.
Yes, you know, sometimes we've seen them come out and start matches, you know, really determined, attacking straight away, but they just seem a little bit laid back at the moment, content to see what's happening in the game. But I still feel they've got another 2 gears to go up.
You think they're that much faster than they can play at the moment, than they're showing us right now?
I think they are, Jill. You know, I think I've only seen it once or twice where they've maintained the attack, they've kept on attacking, and that's what they're so good at. But at the moment, they're just happy to just knock it around a little bit and give the lift away.
Service over.
It's a funny old thing, pressure, and it can affect players in very many ways. Well, I don't think I've ever seen TonyGunawan make 3 errors on the trot like that.
No, that's right.
8-6, second up.
What a great serve from ChanChongMing.
Yeah, Malaysian pair serving very well, extremely tight at the moment. Indonesian pair, you know, making 4 or 5 unforced errors from serve, not even getting into the rally.
Another error on the return of serve. Just extraordinary. Confusion once again with a shuttle hit down the centre of the court.
6-11.
Again, Jill, and that's what I'm used to seeing with Gunawan. You know, you've seen this so many times. I've never seen it so many errors. You know, 3 or 4 on the trot. But I think they're gonna have to start upping the tempo of the game soon.
Great angle on the smash from TonyGunawan. You're absolutely right, Darren. I mean, they have upped the tempo.
And you just get that feel about the pair. You know, why not do this from the word, from the start of the game instead of fiddling their way in? Because I'm sure, they would have made it easier on themselves.
Oh, it's on the line.
Over.
Seems to me at times as if the Indonesians forget they're playing against a left-hander.
Yes, that's right. And, sometimes that's the nice thing about a left and right-hander is that you're thinking you're hitting it down the backhand side, they've swapped around and you're hitting onto someone's strong point. So, obviously you would think that Gunawan and Halloween know this, especially, it's the semi-finals of the World Championships.
And one of their practice partners, of course, is Limpele Flandy.
Exactly, so they should have enough experience to cope with it.
Well set.
Oh, lovely play from ChanChongMing. Well to control that actually, because he broke the strings of his racket in hitting that final shot. New racket. The 13-10 in his opening game.
14, game point 10.
Well, that was very, it must be very close to that net.
Second serve.
Second opportunity to close out this opening game. The call from TonyGunawan to his partner to leave it.
10-4.
It's going to go way long.
11-14.
It was almost an upward smash there from TonyGunawan.
Yes, he left it late. It was behind him. He tried to hit it down, but it went up. It was too short. Got punished for it.
Well, 14, second serve.
Oh, nicely done. The Malaysians are definitely playing the better of the two pairs at the net. And here they are, rewarded for that with their third game point. A tremendous smash
14-12.
from HalimHaryanto.
Service over.
4 opportunities, still not converted.
12-14.
That's a good smash
12-14, second serve.
from the little left-hander.
Service over. 14-12.
Well, they needed 5 opportunities, but in the end, the Malaysian pair, the underdogs, ChewChoonEng and ChanChongMing,
First game on base.
have
Yeah.
stolen the opening game
15-12.
15-12. Walking his charges. That graphic was wrong. Can't be wrong. 5 times a World Championship gold medalist. Well, his players
Game. Level.
have stolen the opening game against the form book.
Service over.
And
Level.
Darren, during that 90-second timeout, we were both talking about the fact that the Indonesians just played the sort of form that we've seen earlier on in the competition. We both feel they fought this match.
Yes, Jill. You know, and I was watching the coach giving his 90-second break, and he was sort of trying to say, "Come on, more urgency." You could see him telling him, "Come on, work for it. Start getting the lift a little bit more."
Level. Second serve.
But what the Malaysians done extremely well in the first game, they served extremely tight. So the Indonesian pair was having to lift a lot of the time. You know, and also they made 4 or 5 mistakes from serve.
Last one.
I want to ask you, though, Darren, about the apparent lack of urgency. If we think back to the great Ricky and Rexy, who won the Olympic title in 1996 in Atlanta, and then of course Vijaya and Sigit, who won the world title in 1997. Both pairs had this funny attitude at the start of the match where they didn't come out firing on all cylinders, and yet winning world titles and Olympic titles doesn't happen unless you have the capabilities.
You know, Indonesian style of game, you know, they train extremely hard, but they enjoy their practices. You know, they make it fun.
And you know that only too well.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we've got a new doubles coach at the Badminton Association of England now, Rexy. Again, you know, all this training, very hard work, but it makes the people enjoy the training, which is, you know, half the battle on occasions. Indonesians, when they're playing, they're so relaxed all the time.
And do you think at the start of the match then that they're a little too relaxed, and that's why they sometimes get off to a bad start?
Yes, I mean, definitely looking at this game, you know, they was just quite happy sitting back, just seeing what was going on. You know, the Malaysian pair took the game to them and played very well. But I just feel, you know, if they upped it a little bit more, still, obviously they're still very relaxed, but upped it, you know, attacked a little bit more, they would have breathed through this.
Well, certainly the Indonesian start to this second game is a lot more positive than they started the first.
It's over.
And a smash.
Love 5.
Straight down the line.
Love 5. Take a front. Love is over. Five love. Five love.
Trying a very ambitious shot there.
Love is over. Love 5.
Well, they needed 3 or 4 smashes before he could hit the winner. TonyGunawan powering them down from the back of the court. Well, he left himself the full width of the court to cover. ChewChoonEng, who's deep in his backhand corner, has gone right way across his forehand. Wide. He does go for some very extravagant shots, Helen.
Yes, he does. You know, and when they come off, they look fantastic. But you know, you're in the World Championships now. You just want to get that shuttle into court, get the points behind you.
Especially when you're game down already.
Love is over.
Nicely worked. Taking a well-earned break. And while they do that, let me just update you with some action from an adjoining court. The Olympic champion Gong Shishao has lost her semi-final match to teammate Gong Reina 13-10, 11-4. So Gong Reina into the World Championship final. That's good judgment.
Love 5, second serve.
A little more patience in that rally from the Indonesians.
Yeah, so wasn't trying to go for the big smash. They was looking for the gap, taking the pace off the shuttle, waiting for their opening there.
Well, finally we progress from 5 love. We've been stalemate for a while.
Oh, service ball goal. 6 love, second serve.
It was a very late call from the service judge then.
HalimHaryanto just having a word with the service judge, find out what the problem was.
Service over.
He tried something
Love
that really
6.
was not on. Perhaps that's the nerves showing through.
1, 6.
Yeah, again, Jill, 3 or 4 unforced errors, where they're in control of games. No need to do that. Get it in the court at this stage.
1, 6,
Indecision.
second serve.
ChanChongMing. Didn't believe it. Well, the opportunity was there.
Service over. 6, 2.
Almost looked as if the Malaysians were so frustrated because their smashes just kept coming back.
Yes, Jill. It was on the attack for a long time. They couldn't find a way through. But finally, hitting into the bottom of the net there.
Always landed in. This judgment from Haryanto.
2, second serve.
Oh, that's lovely.
8, 2, second serve.
Just cut across the shuttle.
Service
What
over.
was he thinking of?
I'm not sure. And straight onto the racket of Chan then.
I can understand them wanting to play into the mid-court area, but surely it's got to be a positive little push, almost in a downward direction. You can't hit up and into the mid-court area.
No, exactly, Jill. He put a serve in. Blazers played it back to net instead of maybe giving the lift away and trying to convert the defence into attack. He just looped one up really, and in men's doubles it's just not the shot to play.
QA, second serve. over. 8-2.
Oh, phenomenal defence from the Malaysian players.
Yeah, again we see the Malaysians on the attack, but not being patient enough with it.
Brilliant. The initial turning of defence into attack from TonyGunawan. And then their attacking play was relentless.
It's over.
Good tactical awareness by the Malaysians. But surely, Darren, this stage in the second game, 2-10 down to Malaysian youngsters. A long way back.
Yeah, I think it's a difficult call for them to now to try and get themselves back into this second game. But you know, obviously you never know what can happen to you, so they've got to keep plugging away, keep trying.
2-10 at the top. It's over.
A slight indecision by the line judge. Well,
10-2.
I wouldn't want a line judge's job. Shuttle's now landed so close to the line. Difficult to call it. But if any part of the shuttle touches any part of the line in the first part of impact, then of course the shuttle is in.
It's over. 2-10. 2-10 at the top.
Well, that's not what the Malaysians needed.
Better from the Malaysians. They've been stuck on 2 for a while now. Now they had to get off it, finally moving on to the third point.
I think it's wide. Oh, Darren, it's just phenomenal. TonyGunawan's reactions there to retrieve the net cord. Well worked by the Indonesians.
Yeah, and that's what we used to see in the Indonesians do, working for each other, working as a pair, one in, one out, changing round.
Well, the Malaysians can't believe it.
12-3, second serve.
Well, they're not arguing about the... I was going to say, were they worried about what side of the centre line it was, or was it whether it was short or not?
I think it was both, Jill, short and what side of the centre line it was.
Well, we've seen him do that a little too often in this match. HalimHaryanto plays a fantastic shot, gets the opening, and then makes the error.
Yeah. Now, several times he seems a little bit lax on them sort of points at the moment.
Oh, lovely perception. ChanChongMing, the left-hander, delicate drop. Oh, that time having the benefit of the net cord. But you know, Darren, I do think from, say, 6 months ago, the Malaysian players really improved their tempo of play.
Oh, absolutely, Jill. And, you know, very, very solid. Whereas before, you know, they wasn't quite good in control, but now they're laying off. They managed to, you know, get it to the rear of the court, and I think that's in the quarterfinals yesterday. That was one of their strongest points, their defence.
And it's over. 12-5.
And they certainly deserved the point, the Indonesians, with a quick serve. And with the attacking play,
14, game point 5.
an Indonesian pair of TonyGunawan and HalimHaryanto now on game point. That is way inside.
5-4.
Right shot to try.
Yes, he saw the gap there. It was the right shot. There was a slight gap there, but just missed it in the top of the tape.
Service over. 14-5.
for a second opportunity to level this semi-final at 1 game all.
Let's 45.
The wrong player. This time they take it, and TonyGunawan and HalimHaryanto level this semi-final 1 game apiece, taking that second 15-5.
5-minute difference.
Court. This exciting game. The Indonesians with the momentum, having won that second game 15-5. The Malaysian pair have had the help and advice in the 5-minute interval from the great Park Dubong.
Final game. Level. Play.
And the Malaysians are off to a good start. Darren, who's your money on here? Do you think that the Indonesians, having taken the second, will grow in confidence now?
Yes, I think they will, Joe. I don't think they'll want to leave it till late till they start playing again. I think, right from the word go this time, they're going to, try and go up that couple of gears, take the game by a scruff of the neck and finish it as quick as they can to try and save their energy for tomorrow's match.
Oh, that's great control at the net from HalimHaryanto. Well, this is not the sort of start the Malaysians wanted.
No, Joe, in the first game when they won, they really started on top very early, but they was getting the attack. They've started to lift a lot more.
But they're, in all honesty, being forced to do that because the Indonesians are keeping it so tight.
Yeah, the Indonesians keep it more tight. They're playing to the net more, so they're forcing them to give the lift away. Yeah, that was good from the Malaysians. Gunawan was at the net, he couldn't get back out in defence, they kept the pressure on him. Great play from Halim there, coming forward all the time, he didn't look for anything special.
Oh, that's nicely done. ChanChongMing. Well, it seems to me as if the Indonesians are a little bit nervous here. They surely had so much confidence after that second game.
Yes, you think so, Jill. You know, they won it fairly comfortable. You know, they was dominating, doing what they wanted to do, but as you say, it's just a few unforced errors early on at the game in the moment.
And especially from HalimHaryanto.
Yes, and it looks like the Malaysians, you know, are trying to pick that out. They're trying to play on them a little bit more. You know, the smashes are going towards him rather than to Gunawan.
Yeah, it's got themselves into all sorts of trouble there, the Indonesian pair.
Yeah, again, hesitation. Who's going to take that middle shot down the centre of the court?
It doesn't really matter who takes it as long as one of them makes the early decision and calls for it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we said that in the first game. You know, if it's coming down the middle, as long as one of you gives you a shout, mine or whatever, you know, the other, your partner knows to leave it then. But at the moment, you know, there's no communication there.
Four, 3 in the decider. Well, ChanChongMing in all sorts of trouble. He did well to retrieve the drop shot. Then found himself on the floor, couldn't get up in time. Well, from love 3 down at the start of this deciding game to 6-3 up. They thoroughly deserved that. They played well.
Yes, they're taking their chances now. You know, they're getting the lift. When it comes to net, if there's a chance there, they're really putting the pressure on the Indonesian pairing.
Service over.
But finally the nerves beginning to show. Smashed it long as that back line. And that's long as well.
Yeah, from the Indonesians, great defence from the Malaysian pair, but the Indonesian pair really should have finished that.
Clever change of angle from TonyGunawan. Great defence from ChanChongMing, And it means that the Malaysians are changing ends with the advantage in this decider. 8-3 up from love 3 down. Extraordinary turnaround. And Darren, just as the players take their time to change ends, just along from us in the commentary position, I can see Malaysian teammates Lee Wan Wah and Chun Tan Fook, who will be playing their semi-final later, heavily involved in this match, cheering and clapping. Not sure that's perhaps the best preparation for them.
No, not really, Jill. You know, when they've got a game in hand. Malaysian pair, great tactics at the moment, you know, keeping it going down. That's how they're going to win this game.
Well, this is where we see what the Indonesians are made of. 3-9 down in the decider. Favourites to win not just this match, but the entire championships. This is a test of character. And I'm convinced TonyGunawan played a shot down the side of the court there that had he have left it, it would have gone wide. That was the one. What a rally.
Fantastic rally there. Malaysians, incredible defence. Some of the shots they got back there, but in the end, Halin coming up with a fantastic smash. Straight down the middle of the court.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, great shot from Halin. You know, cross-court backhand. He's tried a couple of them today and he's missed them. But this one, spot on.
Well, they're playing themselves back in.
Yeah, the Malaysians have got to keep their nerve now, don't panic. And still be patient, wait for opening like they've been doing.
Malaysians want the shuttle changed. Just long.
Yeah, the Malaysians done well there. You know, they didn't give the net away. They got the net when they could.
who would have thought at the beginning of this match that we'd be looking at a scoreline like that? The Malaysians, remember, the number 2 pair from Malaysia. Number 1 pair will be in action later against Kim Dong-moon and Ha Tai Kwan. It's incredible defence. Well, that could prove crucial. I just sense that the Malaysians needed to add to their score in that service hand.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big rally from the Indonesians who were in all sorts of trouble. Managed to scrape themselves out of it.
ChewChoonEng doing well there. Hit and immediately move forward. So still with the Indonesians though. Oh, it's landed in.
Great play from the Indonesians. Again, trying to put their domination on the game now, trying to keep attacking, keep pushing down.
Well, HalimHaryanto, his shoelace had come completely undone. And now the margin just 1 point. And back on level terms from 3-9 adrift. Or a question of whose nerve can hold.
Yeah, Gunawan showing his experience. Didn't want to give the left away, played a cross court to the net, but really looked for the return, putting some pressure on Chew not to play it back to the net, trying to push it down the side, but landing out.
Oh, what a super shot. Alan anticipating the reply, hitting it into the mid-court area.
A chance for Chew. He's set up by his partner. Again, just a little bit anxious there, a little bit of tightening up.
seen in previous matches and praised the qualities of TonyGunawan, a man for a crisis. I have to say, even with Mr. Cool himself, TonyGunawan seems to be feeling the pressure at the moment. It's all square. 11 all. Hallam just really wasn't ready to play the shot. His racket was down by his ankles. That's gone wide.
Yes, they was trying to not give the lift away. Again, trying to find a mid-court area, but just pushed it too far outside of the court.
All about nerve and character. Deciding game.
Great tactics from Malaysians there, keeping it going down at this stage. Again, not giving the lift away.
Hitting Chan's shoulder, and the shuttle bouncing long of the court. Oh, that's super play. Took it early. Kept control, kept the shuttle going in a downward direction. Well, this is incredible. 13 all. In the decider. Strings of his racket went as he tried to play the shot, and therefore the smash going into the net. What a time for that to happen. But the misfortune for the Malaysians means good fortune for the Indonesians. Now at match point. And they've done it. Well, they did it the hard way. TonyGunawan and HalimHaryanto through to the final of the World Championships. Their victory over ChewChoonEng and ChanChongMing, 12-15, 15-5, 15-13 in the decider.